Okay, are you guys ready? Class of 2025, are you ready? To be honest, I'm kind of nervous. I am. But like that cheer, just kind of like, it's kind of getting ready for a game, like, let's go. So thank you for being here, parents, friends, and families, staff members. I'm Mr. Castro Quintanilla, I'm the principal here at Fort Vancouver High School. Welcome to this prelude to some of the exciting things that are happening for our seniors. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and invite Gabriel Breeding to come to the stage. He's gonna be singing the national anthem. If you are able to, please go ahead and stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last streaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Gabriel, for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn over the time for our student speakers. First, we're going to have Miranda Harvey. After Miranda, we're going to hear from Guadalupe Villaseñor Valdivia. Miranda, your time. They're doing it together.
Okay. Good evening, staff, friends, family, and soon-to-be Trapper alumni. Today is a special day for all seniors who have gone above and beyond in all sectors of the school. The seniors who have put in work no matter what was going on. One day in the future, you'll look back and recall all of those late-night study sessions or the large amount of flashcards, and you'll be flooded with memories.
However, in this very moment, elementary school feels the most nostalgic. For us, everything began as two young girls on the monkey bars at Martin Luther King Elementary. Our only worry being the bark chips in our colorful shoes and who gets to be the line leader when we get back to class. Although everyone spoke English but me, that wasn't a concern either. Instead, I spoke gibberish and referred to it as my English. Nobody truly understood what I was trying to say, but that didn't stop anybody from hanging out with me, and Miranda was no exception. Back then, we were not worried about money, race, gender, or anything else in between. As a child, this acceptance was shown without a single thought, but as we've grown up, it's become a rare sight. My parents always mentioned something to me. Mija, échale ganas para que seas alguien en la vida. Do your best so you can become something in life. As a child, it seemed like they were talking about getting straight A's no matter what, but as time has passed, I realized they were teaching me about perseverance, acceptance, and grace.
Sophomore year was a time when I needed grace more than anything. My anxiety was debilitating, and at 16 years old, I had reached a point in my life where I was sleeping in my mom's bed and too scared to be alone. My experiences really opened my eyes to how little I knew about everyone else around me. For the underclassmen that will still walk the halls of Fort Vancouver, say hi to one another. And take time to learn about your peers, because right now you're probably sitting next to people you don't even know their name. For our staff, friends, family, and 2025 graduates, today still isn't too late to learn about those around you. If you feel comfortable, please raise your hand and keep it raised if you have experienced any of the following. If you have moved schools,
Loss of a family member.
houselessness,
Domestic violence.
eating disorders,
English as your second language. Look around you. Although today is a day of celebrating our accomplishments, it may also be hard for some. In our community, families are constantly being broken apart. There are people who didn't get the chance to make it to this special day. People who are absent, but not by choice. People who have faced struggles that only few could understand. That's why it's important to be aware of what's going on around you. Smile at that stranger, even if they don't smile back. Let traffic in, even if you're in a rush. And don't take any moment for granted, because time is never promised.
Despite our challenges, we hope you're all filled with immense pride. Someday we'll look back on these moments with the same nostalgia we feel for our childhoods now. You'll hear a song and remember homecoming. You'll see a street sign or a disco ball and think back to Keller War. You'll smell a perfume and remember the familiar scents of the halls. Wherever you go in life, you'll be brought back to Fort Vancouver and all the lessons it has taught you.
Thank you to everyone who is here today and to those who couldn't be. We appreciate you and the time you spent today to recognize our achievements. Papá, gracias por darme todo para que yo pueda lograr mis sueños. Mamá, aunque no estés a mi lado en este momento tan especial, te agradezco por todo lo que me has enseñado. Y para mi hermanito, que es la persona más fuerte que conozco, te quiero.
Everyone took a different journey to get here, and no matter how, we all made it. As the last class with silver, we shine like no other has before. So let's leave here today, not with just our recognition, but acceptance and grace for others.
We're proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Okay. Mrs. Pongratz gave Mr. Castro Quintanilla and I a good script, so we're going to go back and forth, and hopefully we'll dance seamlessly. I don't know if we will or not. However, we'll give it a shot. My name is Troy Windsor. I have the privilege of introducing the first awards tonight. The first awards are for the recipients of the President's Award for Academic Achievement. And I didn't know what that was, so I did a little research. It was established in 1983. President's Award for Academic Achievement is awarded to students who have demonstrated resiliency in the face of obstacles, perseverance when times were tough, and commitment to extraordinary growth and improvement throughout their high school years. The President's Award for Academic Achievement is awarded on behalf of the President of the United States, as well as the United States Secretary of Education. Resiliency, recovering quickly when things don't go according to plan. Perseverance, pressing on even when it's not easy. Commitment, being dedicated and staying the course. It's my honor to recognize the recipients of tonight's President's Award for Academic Achievement. Please welcome Joshua Gonzalez Martinez. Are you here? Constance Herber. We will track them down and get them their award if they're not here. Leah Pruitt. Kalenia Shepard. I'm moving too fast. There's Leah. Sorry, Leah. Vanessa Snyder. Come on up, Vanessa. I'm going to do a better job of watching and seeing if they're actually here. Mason Yulestad.
Right up there. Juana Kim Suka.
There's Mason. And pretend you didn't see that. Super excited to announce the next recipient, Joanna Kim Suka. Sorry, Joanna.
It is my honor to present the President's Awards for Academic Excellence. This is given for students that have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 and above. We're gonna go ahead and start with Haley Addington. Taryn Albrecht.
There's a lot, so.
Andrew Banchu. Tyler Baumeister. Yeah. Chelsea Bayer. Iris May Bondoc. Darren Bosman. Amy Bowie. Ada Chen. Matthew De Jesus. Natalia Demchek.
when you get up here, make sure you turn around and give folks a chance to take your picture, okay? I'm not doing the best. I'm dancing all over, but.
Isaac Dennett. Picture, picture. Leila Folsom. Phoenix Fong. Grayson Farmway. Christian Golden. Ricardo Gonzalez. Miranda Harvey. Constance Herbert. Alexis Johnson. Kaylee Justice. Aurora Kelly. Y Elisabetta Javela. Y Elisabetta Curirlo. Verónica Leveshiva. Christina Martin. Yeah. Victoria Nikonova. Veronica Lepeshkab. Lepeshap. Nikita Pobop. María Salazar Alvarado. Laila Sassi. Shazwan Shazahan. Vanessa Snyder. Brandon Stensney. Evan Stubbs. Stephanie Van Auken. Guadalupe Villaseñor Valdivia. Natalie Winemaster. Sophia Westwood. Nathaniel Wild.
Next, we're going to transition into our Running Start students graduating with an associate. What is the AA? I'm having a, thank you, associate's degree. Huge honor. And these are students who are still in high school for like one more day. So this is fantastic. Going through the list, I'm going to keep it in order this time. Taryn Albrecht. Nice job, Taryn. Andrew Banchu. Chelsea Bayer. Christian Golden. Sophia Highfill. Kaylee Justice. There are 2 asterisks here, which means Kaylee graduated with the highest honors, 3.9 to 3.99. Nice job, Kaylee. Yelizaveta Cavela. Dmitry Makarov. Nikita Popov. I think some of you are going to be getting some steps in here tonight, I can already tell. Shafwan Shazahan. And Victoria Saivea. Nice work, very, very incredible. About halfway through that, the word arts popped into my head. Associate arts degree. Nice job, you kiddos. I did know that. Next, we're going to move to a monetary award, the Vancouver Leaders for Social Change Award. This is worth $2,000. It is renewable up to $8,000. And that award goes to Taryn Albrecht. I heard you Okay. Nice job, Taryn. We're going to shift over in the program. I'd like to announce for our next award recipients, Petty Officer First Class Lacombe.
Good evening, class of 2025. It's an honor to be here. I was asked to come up here and present 3 awards tonight by Ms. Pongrantz. It's an honor to represent the Navy, but also as a fellow trapper. If you take 2 decades off that year, that's when I graduated from here. But enough about me. It's about you tonight. Each year, the U.S. Navy seeks to honor top high school students in academics, athletics, and music, to recognize and encourage excellence, discipline, and leadership qualities that align closely to the Navy's core values. By celebrating these individuals, the Navy aims to inspire others to pursue personal growth, teamwork, and service to others, while also strengthening community ties and highlighting opportunities for future leadership and success within or beyond military service. So without further ado, I would like to present the United States Navy Distinguished Athlete Award to Christian Paez. Christian is apparently unable to make it tonight. The next award is for the United States Navy Musical Excellence Award. Please welcome back Andrew Bonshu. All right, and the final award is the United States Navy Scholastic Excellence Award. And again, please welcome back Christian Golden. Again, thank you for having me. Congratulations, class of 2025.
I'm Ms. Pongratz. I'm your career specialist. It's been a pleasure working with all of the seniors this year. So we're now going to pivot to the departmental awards, where the teachers are going to come up and they are going to speak about the students that they chose for their departmental awards.
All right, hopefully I can do this without crying. The person receiving the Perseverance Award, I can't even read it. Can you?
All right, so I'm Miss Andrea, this is Miss Dark. We work in Branch Campus and Open Doors with a group of incredible students who are working to recover credit. So the person receiving the Perseverance Award this evening has demonstrated her resilience to us in many ways this school year. She has showed us that she could persist, overcome challenges, and advocate for herself. We are proud of her for having the courage to consistently complete coursework throughout the year, and now she will be graduating. 25 credits this year? No, 25 classes or something? Yeah, 25 classes. I don't know, something ridiculous. So the Perseverance Award goes to Madison Maddie Halfville. And she trekked from Hillsborough to come accept this today.
Miss Andrea can sing for you if you like.
Yeah. So in Branch Campus, when the kids graduate, when they finish a class, they get to put a leaf on our tree because we're Branch and we believe in them. And then when they graduate, they get an apple. And I wrote lyrics to Pomp and Circumstance for all the kids. And because Maddie does her work remotely, she hasn't heard this spectacular song. So I'm going to sing my 4 lines. You ready? I have a very good kindergarten singing voice. Okay, so Maddie's going to graduate. She's walking across the stage. She finished up all her classes and earned passing grades. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, how do I follow that? You do not want the crowd would leave. Hello, everyone. I'm Jackie Nelson. I am one of the counselors here at Fort Vancouver. First off, I just want to congratulate all of you graduates in the room. You have all had extreme accomplishments throughout the past 4 years, and you need to be celebrated not tonight, not Tuesday, but throughout this whole journey. So congratulations. But I have the privilege of honoring a student whose story is really remarkable and a testament to resilience and self-determination. Early in high school, this student faced a lot of challenges. In 9th grade, I met with the student, and they battled severe anxiety, so much to the point that they were not coming to school at all, and they were not keeping up academically. At the same time, they were navigating a really unstable environment at home and working to support themselves financially, and on top of that, managing some learning disabilities as well. So a lot of people would take 1 or 2 or 3 of these and really give up, but instead, this student kept pushing forward. In their junior year, they took really a lot of control of their education. They came to me and they said, Ms. Nelson, I'm ready to go. And I said, okay, you're gonna have a lot to do though. And truly every week he came in and he was like, I'm doing it. And I'm like, okay, you're showing me. So they really applied themselves, and he really showed that he has a lot of focus on graduating, which he will be doing now. So along the way, he has taken advantage of work-based learning credits, the Branch Campus program, some of our arts here with photography, and he completed all of his credit requirements early on in senior year, and I said, you're done. And he said, okay, well, I'll come back and I'll do a TA class just so that I can hang out and experience the senior activities, which is pretty remarkable. So now this student, he lives full-time, or he lives, yes, but he works full-time, working 3 jobs. He lives independently, and he has really created a stable and successful future for himself and his family. So the student is more than a graduate. They're really a big example of what it means to rise above and endure and thrive. And little plug, if you want to hear more about his story, read the Columbian on Saturday, because there's a feature about him. So it is my deep honor to present the Resilience Perseverance Award to Xavier Herbalejo.
Hello, good evening. I am Kimberly Hollenbeck. I am one of the PE teachers here at Fort Vancouver High School. I would like to take a moment to recognize two outstanding seniors who truly stood out in their physical education program this year. If you know our PE program, we have 9th through 12th grade, so all of our classes are combined. So for a senior to be in our class, it's pretty special for the most part because they are wanting to be there. So both of these students took weight training and showed something that cannot be taught, self-discipline. Every day they came in ready to work. I never had to remind them to stay on task. They pushed themselves, they stayed focused, and they set the tone for others around them. In a class where it's easy to take it slow or to go through the motions, they brought real effort consistently, and that's something that will serve them well beyond the weight room. So it is my honor to present the Outstanding Achievement in Physical Education Award to two individuals who have earned it through hard work, personal accountability, and a strong drive to improve. Please join me in congratulating Pablo Diaz Herrera and Kevin Melchor Rodriguez. Come on down, guys.
I get the honor, as the athletic director, I get the honor of introducing our outstanding male athlete here at Fort Vancouver High School. So, and of course, I don't do well just ad-libbing on the mic, so I wrote a speech for it, and I don't have my speech. I left it at home. So I'm gonna ad-lib it, so we'll see where this goes. I'm just gonna come from the heart. This young man, last year when I was here, he was one of the first people that was kind to me. I know that sounds weird, but just super kind, super polite, firm handshake, looked me in the eyes. What I know about this kiddo's story is he's bounced around a little bit, and in the process has just the last 2 years here at Fort tremendously blossomed, and there have been some incredible adults around him. His family support system is fantastic. He's got everybody rooting for him. Some of the folks that are no longer working here are always checking up on him. He has an infectious personality that you just can't help be around it and just feel that energy. And so this kiddo was here last Tuesday. He was up on stage signing his college intent to go play basketball down in California at the College of the Siskiyous. And so I'm going to invite him up here. It's my absolute privilege to get to be up here. I'm hoping he'll let me take one more photo with him to offer to present Josiah Jojo Jointer. We've been a better school with you here, bud, and you're going to go down to California. You're going to pass that forward. It's going to be awesome. Shifting over to our female athlete of the year, super outstanding. I'm going to have to keep this one short because I could just go on and on. This was somebody who, she wasn't necessarily kind to one of the first ones to be kind to me, but it's not that she was mean. She's just quiet. And I think she was just like, who are you? What are you doing here? I'm a senior, you know, what are you doing? But I watched her play, and all around her, you can see the impacts, the ripple effects of her. She's a quiet leader. She's in class. She's working hard. She's going to be up on the stage a lot tonight. She's already been up here. She also was here last week on stage signing her national intent to play, her letter to play next year. And she is just always thinking about other people. She's a deep thinker. She's reflecting. So I know that I've learned, even when she's quiet, she's thinking, and she's already a couple of steps ahead of me or whoever that is. And so I also am super pumped to invite up here on the stage the outstanding female athlete this year for Fort Vancouver High School, Natalie Weinmaster. Headed to Montana to play for Montana State. Billings, is it Hornets or Wasps? Yellow Jackets. I always get that figured out. So these next awards, there are 4 recipients. This is being relatively new here, I don't have the deep history and tradition of Gary Boggs, but I know that he was instrumental here at Fort. His presence went deep, it went wide, and he was really did a lot of great things, and his legacy still lives on in various ways, in physical buildings and locations and things like that. And so if you walk in by the hallway down by the Commons, you're going to see on the wall the Gary Boggs recipients. These are our athletes who have played every single season since freshman year. So freshman, 3 seasons, sophomore 3 seasons, junior 3 seasons, senior 3 seasons. That's a lot of seasons. That's a lot of practices. That's a lot of time going to practice when, I know you don't want to. Your family is involved in this award. It can be a grind. I know some stories of kids who have even played a sport that they maybe didn't even want to play, but they want that Gary Boggs Award. And so there's dedication in this. There's tremendous legacy with this. And so these folks will all get a picture that are going to go, it's going to go and going to be added to our Gary Boggs Award down there in the Commons. And so I'm going to call these folks up. And I think I'm going to have them come up together. So when I call a first name, come up and stay here. And we're going to get all 4 of them up here maybe for a photo. So I'm just going to go from left to right. Uh-oh, Ms. Pongratz. I think I got out of order. Right to left. Right to left. Top to bottom.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah. First recipient, Taryn Albrecht. Again. Getting your steps in. So this next recipient, I almost missed her, and I'm so grateful that she has friends who were like, hey, what about Hannah Coffey? Come on up here, Hannah. So when they were in freshman year, Final Forms didn't exist, and so I'm going to blame that. It was kind of, I don't know. That's where that came from. Thank you, Hannah. Nice job, Hannah. This next young man, we have one young man here in this group, and he's also been up here tonight. One of my favorite guys. I don't have favorite guys around here, but he is one of my favorite guys, Matthew De Jesus. Come on up here. And last but certainly not least, this young lady has been grinding her entire high school year out there on the volleyball court, on the softball field, and in the bowling alley, I think, with Taryn, right? Happy to present this to Lila Sassy. Your 2025 Gary Boggs Awards winners.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Hannah Swanson. I am one of the digital arts and photography teachers here. This may come as a surprise, but I really, really like photography. I really love photography. I love looking at it. I love talking about it. I love it. And my students know that I can nerd out for an extended period of time talking about every little detail that a photographer has made. This student's work brings me that joy. This student's work reminds me of why I love photography so much. I can look at her work and I can pick out the intentional details that she made. Her distinct style of photography is notable. It is the kind of work that I can really nerd out on. This student doesn't just take pictures, she's a photographer. Every project we did in photography this year, this student's final work would go above and beyond. She addressed each project with such care and creativity that truly astounded me. Her photographs are sometimes a little moody. They're deep, they're visually striking, and tell the most interesting stories. She would bring a camera home for the weekend and come back with the most fascinating photos that would document even normal day things in a truly beautiful light. I saw this student push herself, take the camera whenever she could, and try everything we did in class with all that she had. I'm so excited to say that she now plans to go into marketing. I know her attention to detail, her storytelling skills, and her motivation will take her far in her next steps. Abril, thank you for being such an incredible student, and I'm so proud that I got to teach you. Come on up.
Hello, good evening. My name is Dean Dickinson. First and foremost, congratulations to all of our wonderful students and their accomplishments. It truly is an honor to be here. Today we celebrate the incredible achievements, dedication, and hard work of our students. As educators, we witness their growth, their resilience, and their commitment to learning. And it's an honor to recognize these efforts with these awards. Personally, photography is all about the creative process, collaboration, and adaptability. Tonight's honored student does an incredible job showcasing all of his subjects in the best light, bringing good vibes and good energy to every shoot. His ability to find new paying clients, while maintaining his relationships is inspiring. I look forward to seeing his work beyond the high school doors. It is with great pleasure I present to you the 2025 Digital Arts Award, and the award goes to Francisco Javier Valencia. Soak it up a little.
Oh, I am not that tall. All right. Hi there, my name is Benjamin Boughton. I am the choir director here at Fort Vancouver High School. I have the distinct pleasure of presenting the Outstanding Achievement in Performing Arts Award tonight. This award generally goes to a band, choir, or orchestra member, first and foremost, that has been in for all 4 years, which can be a challenge at times with making sure that all of the other credits are attained. It's going to be pretty obvious to this person who I'm wrote this about. They recently actually asked me to write a recommendation letter to complete their Eagle Scout award. So it's probably not a surprise to them that I'm reading this about Gabriel Breeding. For the last 4 years, I have been the choir director here at Fort. And during those 4 years, I've been lucky enough to have Gabe in my choir. In my over 10 years of teaching, I have never had a student that is more intrinsically motivated to help and serve than Gabe is. When we have new students join our class, Gabe is the first person to welcome them, get them music, make sure they know where everything is, make sure to understand that, no, I don't drink water, and yes, I'm all over the place. When concerts are approaching, they offer to help set up and tear down before I have even thought about doing so. Gabe is an amazing sounding board. They thoughtfully think about all the options and sides of any issue, making sure that everyone feels heard and acknowledged. Over the last 2 years, Gabe has shown initiative when I am absent from school, often organizing students to rehearse during class on their own. They have also continued to push themselves to take opportunities that push them outside of their comfort zone, like singing the national anthem tonight. They auditioned for the Washington Music Educators Association All-State Choir this year, to which they were accepted. Later in the year, they participated in our regional solo and ensemble competition at Union High School. Gabriel takes every opportunity that is presented to them and actively pursues additional chances for growth. Gabriel leads by example. They they're immediately always going to be the person that is just showing what to do rather than telling. Their graduation is going to leave a giant hole in our choir program that is going to be incredibly difficult to fill. And just the end of this is, to me, Gabe perfectly embodies everything it is to be an Eagle Scout and to be a Fort Vancouver High School Trapper, earning the Outstanding Achievement in Performing Arts. So Gabe, wherever you are, come on up.
Hello, I'm Melissa Swenson. I'm the pottery teacher here. Okay, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, so bear with me. All right. Oh, it's not going well. All right. There's a reason for this. I have known this student forever. We've been together a lot of years. So, I've known her since those awkward middle school years. Oh, this is terrible. Hey. That, these middle school years, nobody ever wants to talk about. But I saw their talent for the arts at that time. It started to grow and it started to shine. It has been amazing to watch the craft develop over the years into what looks like creation, with just ease of perfection. It's utterly amazing to see their artwork. So they've been in pottery for all 4 years here, and it was not uncommon to see them stay in class working on projects during lunch or in the next class period. So sorry to her second period teacher. Their artwork was in our ESD 112 Regional Art Show, winning a spot to the Washington OSBI Art Show, competing with others from around the state. So what that means on like sports talk is she went to districts and won state twice. She went to state. So she not only did that once, but the twice, and while winning scholarships and awards in the process. I couldn't be prouder to be able to give this to her. She's so well deserving. So it is for you.
That's right. All right, so I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to keep the student's name out of it until the end. And the student's name is in the speech probably 20 times. So I'm gonna say your name, but don't come up yet. One of the English Department Award winners is Ruby Evans. Ruby Evans. Okay. All right, so I've been an English teacher at Fort for the last 10 years. This is the first time I've nominated a student. I've had Ruby in class 3 out of the 4 years of high school. From freshman to senior year, Ruby has grown tremendously and in more ways than one. Throughout their time here, Ruby has demonstrated her creativity, excellence, and passion for the written word. Her writing has won the writing contest multiple years, and every piece she writes is outstanding. Last year at Orpheus, Ruby captivated the audience with their writing. Ruby has the honor of being one of only a handful of students to make me tear up with their writing. But Ruby is not just blessed with talent. They really work hard to take criticism, reflect, and improve. Even though the world has not always been kind to Ruby, she does not let that stop her from having the courage to take on new challenges. Ruby is one of the most honest and outspoken students I've ever had. With Ruby in my class, I never had to question if a lesson or activity was interesting or worthwhile because she would just go ahead and let me know exactly what she thought. And this is not only what every teacher needs, but this is exactly why Ruby's writing is so enchanting. Ruby is able to capture moments so we can live them over and over again, all the joy and all the heartbreak. Congratulations, Ruby. You are one of one, and you are truly exceptional.
I'm Bethany Rivard. Tonight I'm Bethany. She has a daughter who's a senior, and they have a senior event tonight. So I'm pinch hitting. I'm Jeff Schofield. So this is Rivard's words. I met Alexis Johnson at the beginning of last year when she was in my theater and English class. Lexi didn't love being on stage, but she did her best because she always does her best. Hopefully she enjoyed doing silly improv just a little bit. However, it wasn't until this year in my college and high school English class that I really saw what a wonderful language arts student Lexi is. Every assignment was original, deeply analytical, with impeccable grammar. She was constant in her excellence, even when times were tough. What also stands out to me about Lexi is her passion for reading. It warmed my English teacher's soul when Lexi's voice filled with adoration about the book she just got and told me about. I hope she keeps reading and writing with the same passion she has right now, because the world can be a rough place, and taking a journey through the world with words can smooth the edges. Alexis Johnson.
Hi, I'm Claire Stieber, one of many math teachers here at Fort. And this next recipient was voted a winner by the math department. I had the pleasure of having him in my financial algebra class all year. And it was evident right off the bat he was very passionate about math. He demonstrated leadership and respect. He had great attendance and the skills necessary to be successful. I really look forward to seeing what he does in the future because I know no matter what he does, he will contribute a lot of good to the world. I think he already has probably figured this out. So Anthony Ravada, come on down.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Luana Ingram, and I'm a math teacher here at Fort. Over the last 2 years, I have worked with this student in honors pre-calc and AP calculus. But this student shows perseverance and drive, not just in math, but pretty much everything they do. They just have excellent focus, and they know what they want to get done every day when they come to class. In every way, this student embodies what this award seeks to recognize. Integrity, commitment to mathematical growth, able to approach complex problems with clarity and precision. And I have no doubt that they are going to thrive wherever they go after this. So it's my honor to present this award to Natalie Weinmaster.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Prager, and I just want to say the class of 2025 is unbelievable. They have been one of the most joyful classes that I have had the pleasure of teaching, and a lot of them are up front here supporting their friends all over. Thank you for being here. You all are wonderful. And I have the pleasure of presenting the Social Studies Department Award tonight. The first recipient is Hanak Demise. You get to stand here while I speak about you. Hanak's an outstanding student in our most advanced history courses. He really consistently demonstrates deep curiosity and an analytical mind. Engaging in thoughtful discussions, Mr. Stoda mentioned about how you always ask insightful questions and bring meaningful perspectives to your class conversations. He has grown into a very confident and college-bound young man going to Washington State University, Pullman. Whose hard work and quick wit, fun personality have left a lasting impression on both his teachers and peers. We are proud to honor him for his academic excellence and the positive impact you've made in our school community. Congratulations, Hanak. The second senior award from the History Department goes to Michael Duffy. So Michael shows a deep and genuine interest in historical topics, and he's really always eager to expand his knowledge. He's even embraced the role of Mr. Duffy. He planned a lesson and taught my U.S. history classes about chemical warfare in World War I, and had like a quiz at the end to make sure that they were paying attention. So Michael brings enthusiasm and a wide range of subject knowledge to discussions. He's personable, collaborative, well-regarded by his peers. He's also really grown tremendously over his high school years into a mature and thoughtful young adult. It's been a pleasure to witness your growth and your contributions to Fort. Congratulations, Michael. We worked on that.
Good evening. I'm Ms. Vera, and I am the Spanish teacher here at Fort Vancouver High School. Buenas noches. Soy Marian Vera y la profesora de español aquí en Fort Vancouver High School. It is my honor to present the Spanish Language Excellence Award. Tengo el placer de presentar el Premio de Excelencia en el Idioma de Español a María Salazar Alvarado. Ella es una estudiante ejemplar que constantemente se esfuerza por alcanzar logros sobresalientes. María demuestra su dedicación a la excelencia en sus deberes y contribuye activamente a mejorar el ambiente de aprendizaje en Fort Vancouver High School. Felicitaciones, María. On behalf of Ms. Buell, it is my honor to present the American Sign Language Excellence Award to Jeremy Bozer. A message from Ms. Buell. I, Hannah Buell, have had the honor of teaching Jeremy for the past 3 years. I've enjoyed watching Jeremy grow and persevere through various challenges, as well as learn, accept, and embrace his identity, all the while befriending and treating others with respect and kindness. I've always appreciated Jeremy's honesty and integrity. There is a mature, calm, and wise energy about him that has positively influenced his classmates. There's also a playful side, but he knows when to reel it in and focus on work. He's almost always willing to lend a helping hand and get underdogs involved. Jeremy will be missed, but is well-equipped and ready to move into adulthood. Jeremy, thank you for modeling the 4 traits of community, character, equity, and excellence, and for making Fort a brighter place. Congratulations, Jeremy.
Everybody else moves this thing, so. All right, I'm Alan Mazan. I teach the multilingual students here at Ford. I work with a lot of them that are new to the country and are just starting to really acquire English. So what I often tell students is that it's uncomfortable to learn. Learning is uncomfortable, and especially so for these students. And even you guys, anybody who's learning, it never becomes fully comfortable until it does. You have to practice, and you have to work hard, and eventually that when that's uncomfortable feeling, comes inside, it eventually goes away, but you have to practice. I have two students that I'm presenting tonight, and they have done a lot to change the image of how extremely capable and strong multilingual learners are, and that they're often some of the most hard-working and responsible students at Fort Vancouver. The first student I have is Miguel Perez Perez. He's one of the most positive students I've ever had the pleasure of teaching. First year I had him in class, he had a hard time understanding what I was teaching, but it didn't stop him from showing up every day and trying his best. He asked for help when he needed it. In the second year I had him, he was really, really prepared to do his best work. I didn't have him this year, but he would come into my class and help during lunch, or he would work on his own work. He knew that there were other students that were in his position now. So he chose to come in and help those people, and still, even though when he could have been out doing something else. He has a lot of passion about music and plays in a band. He plays a guitar and accordion, and he sings. He goes to school all day and then he works at night. So he still shows up even when it's difficult. Miguel here. All right. My second student is Maria Salazar Alvarado. She is going to go on to do great things in her life. She was my student her junior year. And let's see. Upon arrival, she was interested in and she pushed for honors in AP classes. She understood that she'd have to work harder and longer than some of her students because English is not her first language. But nevertheless, she persisted. And at no point in time did she ever push back on assignments, saying it's too difficult. She was curious and inquisitive, and she tried to do her best at all times. She's not afraid to ask for help, and she's happy to help others around her. She's finishing high school with a 3.8 GPA and headed to college in the fall.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Groffel, and along with Anna Wyrock, we're representing Family and Consumer Science Department, specifically our Careers in Education program. If you're not familiar with the program, it's an amazing opportunity for students that are interested in education to actually go student teach in elementary school. And we get the unique privilege of potentially having these students as our colleagues in the district one day. We're honoring 2 students tonight who are everything we look for in the program. They're kind, reliable, hardworking, and then they genuinely care about making a difference in the lives of others. For this first student that we're honoring, I've had the pleasure of teaching this student for the 3 years that I've been at Fort, and it's been such a joy to watch her grow and become more confident in herself. Over the years, she stepped up in so many ways and really became a leader in the program. She's the kind of student who's always ready to help, always dependable, and truly passionate about working with kids. She will make a great teacher and a great future careers in ed mentor teacher one day, and it's even more exciting that we get to continue seeing her journey next year when she's working in the district as a paraeducator while she's pursuing her teaching degree. We couldn't be more proud or excited to see the young educator that you've already started to grow into. Mary Valencia, thank you for everything you've brought to our program. So we have one more student that we'd like to honor tonight. Over the last 2 years, we've had the pleasure of watching this student grow into a leader who leads not with volume, but with quiet strength and integrity. She reminds us that you don't have to be the loudest in the room to make a difference. Her actions speak for themselves. In class, her kindness and steady presence set a powerful example for those around her. And during the elementary internship, it was clear how deeply she cared for all of the students, making genuine connections with each of them. I have no doubt that she's going to be an incredible teacher, one who not only educates but inspires, and whose influence will leave a lasting impact on every student. This award goes to Brianna Ojeda Aquino.
Hello, I am Chelsea Russell. I'm presenting the award for Outstanding Achievement in Horticulture. I have had the pleasure of knowing this student for 4 years now. I met this student when she was a freshman at Vancouver Flex Academy when I was teaching photography. From there, she transitioned over to Fort Vancouver High School, where she has been in horticulture and FFA for the last 3 years. I normally only have students 2 or 3 years, but this is the first student in my career where I have had the pleasure of having them 4 years in a row. It really is an understatement to say I have watched this student grow in the last 4 years. I have watched her turn into a hardworking individual who is independent and fills the room with laughter. I have had staff from district office work with her on many FFA events, and they have also stated how impressed they are with her. It has been my pleasure educating and knowing this student, and I wish her all the best. I know she will take the hard work and dedication when she goes into the Coast Guard after high school. This award goes to Olivia Jessup.
I have a little stack here. My name is Ann Kazarian, and I teach all kinds of chemistry. I am also the NHS advisor, so I have the opportunity to give our Outstanding Achievement in Science Awards, which we discussed as a department, and I get the privilege of giving those awards today. And then I'm also going to be able to give the Outstanding Achievement for NHS. So the first time I had this student, I watched him learn how to do hard things that stretched him further than he'd been stretched before. There were some bumps and some well-articulated growling, but he kept going, and even when frustrated, he always worked to gain understanding. The problem-solving skills and knowledge he gained allowed him to be a mentor to his peers in AP Chemistry the following year. The positive impact he had on his peers cannot be overstated. This year, he's been my TA, and I really appreciate that he takes the initiative to support students without being asked and helps them process difficult content. While the TA in my class, he was also a student in physics, and Ms. Emanuel says she knows he will do great things. Congratulations, Isaac. The second student, the first time I met him is when he was early to the first day of school, and when he was a sophomore in my class. We introduced ourselves, and during the discussion, I asked if he'd heard any rumors about this class. He had. However, he said he likes to make up his own mind about things. During the 2 years I had this student in class, I watched him effectively reflect on his learning and make connections between skills in different content areas. When asked, he could provide very high-quality feedback on my teaching strategies as well. His laid-back personality and innate abilities helped him learn quickly, and he was always willing to help others. He just exemplifies a positive attitude towards learning. Congratulations, Vincent. The first award for National Honor Society. This student is a joy to be around. She makes both her peers and her teachers' lives easier, and she is an excellent peer leader. Even when frustrated, she maintains a productive attitude, and she was the glue that kept NHS running this year. Her enthusiasm, willingness to take on tasks as needed, and willingness to start firmly delegating kept NHS on the road. I am grateful to have had her as both a student and to have worked with her in NHS. Thank you for all of your hard work. Congratulations, Natalia. This NHS member was asked to step into a leadership position at the last minute. He quickly demonstrated that he could be depended on to get the job done. I appreciate that I could depend on him to follow through and communicate effectively. He has been an excellent example for our incoming leadership, and I know he will be successful at whatever he chooses to do. Congratulations, Matthew.
Hi there, Kevin Dotson. I teach advanced manufacturing with Aaron Pierce. The student that got the award tonight for the Student of the Year 2024-25, he is a third-year student. First and second-year students, when we give them projects, they have a lot of questions. And so you're constantly holding their hands. By the time they're in the third year, we should be able to give a student a project and they can complete it without asking questions, right? Find materials, what they're going to use. The student's name that kept coming up was Kyle Borneman. That is who received the gift today.
Good evening, everyone. I wanted to say thanks to parents and families that are here and all the little junior trappers that I see running around here. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. My name is David Finney, and this is my teaching partner, Rebecca Angel. And Rebecca's going to give the first award this evening.
All right. What lies before us, and what lies behind us, are small matters compared to what lies within us. And when we bring what's within, miracles happen. I thought of this quote when I thought of Kyle Field, because he's been with us for 4 years. And we've watched him from that freshman to that very tall and extraordinary young man. And I don't know what to say besides the fact that he's willing to explore the baking aspects of science of baking, to the passion for cooking, and the willingness to teach the whole class how to vacuum seal ingredients. And so it is with our pleasure to honor Kyle for this award.
All right, my turn. This speech comes with a bow tie. When this young man showed up in our program 4 years ago, he came in one lab and we were cooking and he had on a full bow tie and dress shirt and everything else. And I'm like, wow, okay, he came to play. So he has stayed with us through those years. He's dressed up and shown up every single time. He works hard. He stays after class. He comes in at lunch. Drives us crazy sometimes, but through that craziness has come leadership, students that look up to him, and honestly, just a great person I am truly honored to teach. Steele, if you could come up on this stage, it would be my honor.
All right, you guys are awesome.
Thank you both.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm a crier, so I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. So good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Dunnigan. I'm the Medical Magnet Coordinator here at Fort, and this year we are graduating 20 amazing seniors, and you'll be able to see them at graduation all wearing their honor cords, which are stethoscopes. So every single one of them are just absolutely amazing, and it's a bittersweet moment for us. But this year, our 2 Medical Magnet Senior Award recipients share similar work habits and attitudes. I'm getting to this point, I need glasses. They are both diligent and determined to accomplish their goals, but they both approach their goals with a quiet, calm fortitude that makes them stand out, or made them stand out to both myself and Ms. Turcotte. So our first recipient is Diego Rana Perez. I like to talk to my students. So Diego, your hard work, steadfast nature, and attention to detail will be the key to your success as you pursue a career in nursing. Your patients will appreciate your comforting and unflappable personality, and appreciate that you notice the little things which will comfort them, see, here comes the tears, and alleviate their concerns and fears. Congratulations. All right. If you want, you can stay. All right, yeah, stay. That way I don't have to cry alone. All right, and our other recipient is Keegan Butler. It's like we need the Price is Right music for this. Da, 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 don't trip. Move with purpose. All right, Keegan, I have never witnessed you falter once in your convictions. You are aware, informed, and know what needs to be done, and yet you are willing to ask for help when you need it. I'm okay. You show empathy and understanding to your peers. These qualities will ensure that your career as a trauma surgeon will be a successful one. You will be highly sought after as both a surgeon and as a professional your peers can consult and count on.
Before we close, I just want to remind parents, there's a flyer with the QR code available outside the door of the evening award. So if you want to pick that up and have the PowerPoint, then you could do that. Just to close, I just want to ask the award recipients, do me a favor. Okay, I want you to think of all those people in your K-12 journey that supported you in this journey. And the main, the adults that provided the main support are probably sitting next to you, or maybe they couldn't be here. But I want you to think about those people that have supported you in this journey. And I want you to, award recipients, we're gonna give a big round of applause, and I have a trick for you that is gonna make this applause sound louder. So all you do is you just clap faster. Okay, so instead of clapping, I'm gonna show you, instead of clapping like this, you just clap, and that will be louder, okay? So this is the, hold on, wait a second. So, trappers, are you guys ready? Because I want you to, it needs to be really loud because this is an aplauso de gratitud. So it's an applause for like you showing gratitude to those people that have helped you in this journey. Okay, trappers, you guys ready? I'm gonna count to 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. And great job, Trappers. This has been an amazing event. I think Ms. Dunnigan, you did it, because like I was trying not to like shed any tears because we gotta save them, because we had a lot of celebrations coming up. But nonetheless, like this is a special event. Parents, thank you so much for all that you do for our students, for your kids. This work is very difficult, and we are able to be successful to do great things here at school because of your support. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for being here tonight.